He's in the parallel program. He's based in Laikipia Air Base. He's commuting between Nanyuki and Nairobi for classes, for exams. And those of you who've been to University of Nairobi know it's not an easy path. And Operation Linda Inchi was fully in session, and he had a lot of responsibilities in Laikipia Air Base across the borders, and this man excelled. He got a first-class honors with my generation. He was in class with my peers. How could I not but be this? I'll tell you another short story. In 2005, he was posted to France. My father does not speak French, or he did not at that point. He had 6 months to learn a new language from scratch because failure was never an option in his mind. Do you know the man learned French? And he had to pass to a certain level for them to accept him. It was Napoleon Bonaparte School, the best military school in France. The man did not know French, but he didn't tell his bosses, I can't do it. He jumped right into it, full energy, and he learned French. Now let me give you a complication. During this period, he swallowed a fish bone. It got lodged in his intestines, and he was hospitalized for close to 2 months. He was my size. When I got out of third form and I went to see him in Armed Forces Memorial, he was my size and I was broken. And here he was, sneaking out of Forces Memorial with my mom to go to Alliance Francaise to take his French exams so that he doesn't disappoint the government of Kenya, even as a junior officer. He made it. He passed that level that was needed. He did his postgraduate diploma, and he made excellent leaders and friends from around the world, which is why he's getting so many messages. He met a lot of them in that school, and they were reaching out to us, and they've been so supportive. Actually, before I forget, Kenya Defense Forces, you all have been my family since my birth, and I'm so grateful for the love, support, care you've shown for me, Joey, Mom, and the rest of the family in this period. I'm so grateful. My heart is filled with so much thanks. Distinguished guests, you all have been so caring. We so appreciate you. So, if you leave only one thing from what I have said today, please pursue excellence.
I know it went beyond the working relationship, and they are working to change this country very seriously. And it's a serious blow to the three of them. That one I'm saying, I talked to him personally. None of you know that information, but I know he had a very, very good working relationship with His Excellency. Na hata niliona Excellency jana umeshika macho kidogo, watu wakasema hii ni machozi ya crocodile, these are fake. In my heart, from what I know it was genuine. I know it was genuine. Now, when it comes to this area, the President mentioned, actually Deputy President mentioned yesterday, they came for a working tour and decided to come to our home for lunch, and we relaxed for the whole evening. He spent 4 or 5 hours with us, and there were many discussions. One of the discussions I had with both Excellency Deputy President and the President was a project which I pitched to both of them, and they really encouraged me. Now, this project, Your Excellency, I didn't tell you the main purpose of it and the end goal. The end goal was to change the lives of the people of Nyanza. I had an elaborate plan that in the next 2-3 years, all these primary schools you're seeing here to be fully rehabilitated. We had plans to build many more churches. We had plans for everyone to have clean water. You don't have to be a politician to make a difference to your country. You don't. Sometimes the politicians make so much noise, but the results, we can't see them. And kelele ni mingi, lakini kazi saa zingine ni kidogo. And that one I'm not afraid of saying. Your Excellency, this mandate was given to me by God himself more than 14 years ago. I took my dad and I made him take me to all the graves of all the great Luo leaders around. We went to Jaramogi's home, we went to Acheng Oneko's home, we went to Robert Ouko's home. I was privileged to meet the wife. And Your Excellency, God put something in my heart to change the lives of the people in this region. I'm making a public announcement today. And it is nothing political. I'm not interested in politics because I have a plan. Both Excellencies are aware of it. All I am asking for is their continued support. And nitawaita mfungue mashule na makanisa hii area mpaka mseme hiyo imetosha. Hata sasa toka hii area ukuje saidi yetu. That one, Your Excellency, I commit to you before God, the public and the President. I will change this area. In fact, my first school that I wanted to start working on is Pap Nyadiel, just down the road. But my father, having been brought here, this will be my first place. And Your Excellency, so knowing your working relationship with him, let me just put this to rest. As a family and as a community, we thank you for putting your trust in General. You are not lucky to come by road. You came, I think, by helicopter. But on the road, people from all the counties on the way here, Kisumu, all the markets along the road, they're bidding farewell to the General. They didn't even know him, some of them, but they've lost a son of the land. And he was a great man. And the only way I can continue his legacy is by what I've said. Because if we're in, I think it's Equatorial Guinea, where when a general dies, I would just walk to the coffin, take his ranks and medals, and I start giving orders to the generals there. Sasa wewe kamata ile pale, kamata ile pale. But because we live in a democracy, unfortunately, I may not be able to wear his ranks. So, Your Excellency, once again, thank you very much. Na watu wache kusema hizo maneno zao ati, oh, he did this. These guys were friends in State House. Nyinyi hamjai kuenda huko. Mimi mzendo alikuwa ananiambia anapenda president sana. They were good friends. So, hiyo maneno from today, unless you're quoting me, muachane nayo. Na kwanza hiyo bloggers always posting those things. Let me just say, Your Excellency, when my mom called me and told me your dad has gone down in a helicopter crash, they're very useless bloggers. You're so quick to post pictures. I've been told by my mother my father has gone down. 10 minutes later, I'm seeing a helicopter burning. What does that mean? Of course, he's dead. And people are so insensitive. So you broke the news. Umepewa EGH for breaking the news that the general is dead. Let us be sensitive. Tafadhali, bloggers, what your media? Mwambie wa bloggers wache mchezo. I'd mentioned them by name. Lakini yo tabia pana. And I really want to appreciate, I won't mention the person who finally told me Mzee has rested and really encouraged me in that moment and told me now is the time to be strong. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, mabibi na mabwana, asanteni sana. That was the Siaya tribute. Yesterday was a military one. On Friday during his memorial, we have very many stories about General, which would have everyone laughing for very many minutes. So hopefully you can join us then as well. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Joel. Your Excellency, the son of a general, speaks like a general. Let's give him one more round of applause as he takes his seat. And we now move from the family, and we want to have a church representative. And on behalf of the church, let me call Mr. Philip Opio, who is going to speak on behalf of the church. Mr. Philip Opio, kindly, if you may advance so that you may give the remarks on behalf of the church. After that, we'll move then to the military. Tumpigie makofi akija. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the President